late, then you're gonna pay higher rates. So if you buying a last minute flight to go to Orlando to Miami, that's a little extreme because you might pay crazy amount when you could just drive the 3 hours and only pay the gas money.
Facts. And you know mad people flying Spirit anyway.
Yeah, I'll fly Spirit 30 minutes.
Spirit
Soul plane.
Listen, Spirit is the Chinese bus.
You want to fly Spirit 30 minutes? 30 minutes?
Yo, you heard what Drake said, man. I'm all for spiritual
I
living,
am
but I
not
don't
Drake.
fly Spirit. You
I
heard?
am not Drake,
I
okay?
am. Kitchen is
30
Drake's cousin.
minutes, I'm on
From
that
Toronto.
fucking
I'm from
Spirit.
Yonkers. Listen, we is not good. If I catch a nigga on Spirit, I'm calling him.
For 30 minutes?
If I'm at the port and me and a nigga from the town is in the port together and I see you at the joint, we both at JFK and I look up and I see you and I say, yo, what you flying? You say the Kitchen Spirit? Ask Barnz how I act.
For 30 minutes?
Barnz, what happened when our shit get fucked up?
I'm
when
getting on that shit.
When we miss flights, we getting on the next United. Even if me and Barnz missed a flight. We got the next flight and went from one airport to the next airport. We keeping this thing United. We keeping this thing JetBlue. Yeah. We keeping it in that
30
circle,
minutes,
American
though?
Airlines.
I don't care. You got the joke on me.
Nah, we jumping in the Uber.
I'm getting on that shit 30 minutes.
You on Frontier?
Spirit don't
For 30 minutes?
Spirit said, how much is for your purse? They charge you by your purse. How much is for your purse? You heard your purse is a person. They charge $89 for the purse.
No, the purse is free. It's the bag you gotta pay for.
Yeah, the bag be this big. It'd be about
30 minutes. I'm on that shit. I don't care.
Should be a little compact.
Call me cheap. 30 minutes. I'm on Spirit. Fuck it.
And you shopping when you land.
Yup. And I'm right there.
Yeah, shop when you land.
Driving 3 hours.
Yeah, you know what? I'm flying this 30-minute flight. I'm gonna shop when I land.
Damn right.
They're gonna charge me by the bag.
Fuck
Might
it.
as well shop when I land.
The bag costs as much as the ticket. Ain't no way.
I don't need a big bag. All I need is my little book bag. Book bag is free.
I'm gonna just wear all my clothes.
I don't know. I be scared they gonna charge by the book bag. They
my
had me
overnight
nervous.
bag.
Nigga said no carry. Nigga said no carry on when I seen Spirit.
No, you could bring an overnight bag.
I don't know. Spirit is a dirty word.
Nah, the first time I ever.
And then you heard they merged with Frontier Air.
Yeah.
Two dirts. So it's like Dollar Bus and China Bus.
Yeah, but if they get together, it gotta go up, right? It gotta go up.
Yo, you
know
Go Bus.
You know what's crazy though?
Nigga said nigga got on the Mega Bus.
You know what's crazy though? You told mad shit, but like they getting booked. Crazy. They getting booked. They sell out all the time.
You got no choice. The China Bus was it.
Exactly. They sell out all the time.
The whole New York, every state that I was in, the China Bus was packed.
Nah, I ain't taking Spirit 3-4 hours. Hell no. Hell no. I ain't taking
Once
Spirit
I see niggas on the China Bus, and I already knew what I was on the China Bus doing, I said, nah, niggas is going on the China Bus to see their family. I'm on here doing dirt. And I'm looking around like,
I did take
what's
Spirit.
the vibe here? Are y'all serious? Are y'all really on this Korean bus because you love your family?
I took Spirit
you got
to
your daughter on
Nashville.
here? You got your kids? Why you bring your kids on this bus?
So I got a kilo in this.
Everybody gotta do it one time. You gotta do it one time.
Yo, listen, Triff been in
You gotta do it at least one time.
Triff been my dog for a long time, right? So Triff, no. I was hitting the China buses early. I would never bring my kid on the China bus. I had kids then. I've been having kids since 16.
We know. 5?
I got my oldest is be 18 in September. I got 7. 5 boys, 2 girls.
Wait, you got 7 kids?
7 kids, 5 baby mothers.
I thought you said it was 5.
Nah, 5 boys, 2 girls. Ranging from 18 to 2 years old.
Yes.
Oh my God, you still having them?
No, I'm done. That's the last one too.
I'm done.
My shorty got a tube side and I don't really be outside.
What about
you?
No more.
I don't be outside no more.
My God.
Yo, listen, let me tell you about men. Men and kids is about being outside. The more you like to be outside, the quicker you'll have kids. If you're not outside,
what if y'all break
the
up?
only time you having kids is with your old lady.
Yep.
If your old lady's on birth control or whatever she on, got her tube style, y'all have kids and get her tube style, whatever, you're not having a whole bunch of kids because you're inside.
So you married now?
I'm not married, I'm engaged. I'm on the way, I'm making no stepping stones.
Okay, so if it don't work out, you're not gonna have another baby?
Oh no, if it don't work out, vasectomy. I'm on your game plan. I'm playing basketball with you. You're not joking. Yeah, no, one day I talked to my cousin, right? He's married. He's married with 3 kids, right? Mm-hmm. He got a daughter, he got two daughters and a son. He just had his son, that was his last kid. That's all he wanted. Once he got his son, it's over.
Yeah.
Me talking to him the other day, yo, vasectomy. Me, it still work? Yeah, me. Let me ask the missus. Miss, do it work? It works, kitchen. Me, I'm on it.
Yo.
If it don't work out with wifey, We going chop, snip it, tip it.
Hold on, I love that.
Just do it now.
I love that. Hold on.
Do it now for a while. I ain't got no energy.
Hold on, let's introduce the pod. I ain't gonna lie, we've been recording because
get all of this. I seen the cameras rolling. That's why I let it go.
So, yo, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Rose Above It podcast. I'm your host, T Rose.
It's your girl, Honey.
Yo, we got two very special guests in the building. We got my guy, Mr. Pack It Up himself, Barnz, the boss man in the building, and I got my guy, Kitchen Live Money Management Manager in the building.
You already know.
Yeah, happy birthday. It's my man's birthday today.
You know the vibes. February 26th. February 26th. Pisces gang.
Okay.
In the building.
Pisces.
Y'all see the change, yo. If y'all watching on YouTube, y'all see the change.
Come on, man. This is all real. This didn't come out the bullshit.
Oh, you sure? Wait, hold on. Let me bring my beeper out.
Go ahead, bring the diamond testers. We need all. Bring your testers. Bring whatever you like. We got all. This is all real. This is hard work.
I got nothing real.
You can't get that in the mall. You can't get that in the mall. He said.
Yeah, this is no more jewelry, man. No more jewelry. We ain't never did it like that.
I love it. I love it. He said no Palisades Mall jewelry over there. Yo, shout out to our YouTube viewership. Shout out to our Apple Podcast listenership, our Spotify listenership, Google Play listenership, and the SoundCloud listenership for those who can't afford neither of the services. We got y'all though. You feel me? Gotta get the people who can't afford.
Boy, got it everywhere.
Everywhere. Yo, how y'all been? Yo, first of all, thank y'all for coming through. Taking time out.
Thanks for inviting.
Now I seen the energy online. I said, hold on. My Pisces didn't call me.
Nah.
Neglected.
Nah, yo,
you know what I'm saying? Then I see my boy up here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know I'm in his career.
Yeah.
So once I see my guy, I'm like, Kevin's going up there.
Shout out to Kev.
Shouts out to Kev. That's my loved one since youth.
Yo, that's my brother, man. That's my brother. Man, that's why when he was like, yo, Kitchen and Barnz want to come. I was like, yo, I got you. I was like, yo, let him know. Let them know what date. I was like, what date? We can set it. So I'm glad it happened because we were supposed to do this before, but I lost family members, and then I think we were supposed to do it before that.
Yeah, it was a lot of energy. Yeah. I was coming up during family birthday. My daughter's birthday was in November. Well, both my daughters' birthdays, they 2 days apart.
Okay.
So both my daughters, they 2 days and 10 years apart. It's the wonderful.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So they act just like each other. It's the easiest job in the world with them two. So I came up here for that in November. You told me you was out a commission, and then I came up for December, but it wasn't. It was a quick trip.
Scheduling.
Yeah, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, in and out scheduling issues.
But we here, we make it happen.
Nah, it makes sense. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Yeah. Your birthday in a couple of days.
Yo, I seen y'all. What y'all doing Sunday night? I seen you got.
Yeah, we having a Zaza party. We're gonna do a Zaza party, you know, because that's definitely one of his promotion and marketing tools for what he does. He does promote a lot of different Zaza brands, and you know, we got one that be like to tap in with us, our bro Corner Bros.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you know, shouts out to Corner Bros. So he gonna sponsor the joint. We got DJ. She screamed S. Dot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we trying to keep it town love. We trying to keep the town involved.
I like that.
That's what I love.
I like that.
I think I peeped Barnz. First of all, Barnz is hard to find on Instagram. Like his I know you were shadow bound being.
Nah, my man is like Boosie. We on a Boosie campaign, man. We on motherfucker. Hey, tell Boosie to holla at us. We on Boosie, Blueface, whoever's big out here that's getting sniped down. Y'all come find us, man. They've been sniping us down from day one. I don't know what.
How y'all feel?
I don't know why Mark got a discrepancy with us, man.
Because I think the first time I want to say I realized I found this page was like 2019. Remember it was 2018, 2019. Yeah. We was in the old spot recording, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta get this dude." I was like, "I gotta get this dude on here," and because you was doing the randiest comedy before he was, honestly.
Yeah, word.
I think I seen yours before he was doing it.
Definitely was.
And then I also, so first of all, that kind of comedy, yo, how hard is it to make, like skits and stuff? Because I feel like you gotta be creative. You gotta have a personality.
Yo, you know, you don't even gotta really be that creative, because there's a lot of niggas that just, you feel what I'm saying, they just tapped into social media enough to know what it work like. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of statuses that go viral, and their whole skit will be based off of that. You know what I'm saying? Because if it goes viral as a status, if people can see it visually, then it'll hit just as hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it just hit reading it. But then there's people that go out their way to make something that you can't find. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You have to go to this person's page and be like, oh, nah, they have a certain type of way that they approach this shit that's different. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it all depends on if you want to be out of the box with it, or you feel what I'm saying, you want to stick out, or you just want to be in the loop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's ways to get it done.
Is there any limits that you think to like? Because I love the fact like I on your backup page you have somebody on there from the town. I've seen them before. Like there's people that. Are there ever any limits to who you joke about?
Oh nah,
That's
like,
everybody.
Moms,
grandmoms.
I was like, let me tell you this. Like, if I do any type of joke, I'm gonna make sure I cut my ass too. Like, so when I was packing people up, I packed myself up. Like, when I'm doing a voiceover on people's face, I'm gonna do a voiceover on my fight too. So if I could do myself, you not safe.
Yeah.
Because I'm not safe. So why are you safe?
And one of the real major viral videos was when he went through an altercation. So him commentating over him going through that altercation and kind of having the like backspin, being able to like joke around like, whoop, he missed it. Like it brought the shit back because it was like niggas try to back him down in the corner. He got up out of that and he put a nigga on his ass.
Yeah.
So it went as even more viral because that's a lot of the sensational when people even had a conversation with us when it was like popping during the pandemic was about that fight. Like we've been invited to people's houses and that's the very first thing they asked for us to pull up. Like, can you pull up the fight? Let us see the fight. We want to see what happened that night. Can you explain to us exactly detail how it went?
What I do.
Like, why did you even?
Like,
how did you even really end up in that? Even though he's explaining word for word what happened that night, people still want to see him face to face to say what exactly happened in that situation.
Before the video?
Yeah, like who was your heart feeling? Who was your thoughts? Was your heart racing?
Yeah.
Did you have your crotch to the back or to the front? Niggas want to know in detail. So that was definitely like different to see. Like the very thing that helped him out go viral is him joking on himself versus him just joking on other people. Other people, it helped the momentum, you know what I'm saying, around that. Yeah. But the center of attention was him joking on himself.
Okay. Like, but it's he has an art of storytelling. Like, yo, I want to say it's a New York thing because even the way you tell stories, like the sound effect, the boom, like it's an art. Like not everybody can do that.
Animation.
It's
animation.
You know, it's like it brings it back to like, if you telling a story, you in school, like, or you in the cafeteria, like you just see a fight, like the way how you be hyped and tell the story then is like I want to keep that same energy, like, because you know what I mean. It's like I know it's like the more immature I get when I make a video, the more people enjoy it. Like,
bingo.
You know what I'm saying?
Bingo. And y'all are younger. Y'all are younger than me. I'm 34. So all of y'all a little bit younger and y'all grew up really in that anime time. Like when, like, you know what I'm saying? Certain things that was popping. We was at the beginning and we didn't catch it as y'all did. Like we caught Dragon Ball Z. But you had to be a Dragon Ball Z head to really get Dragon Ball Z the way you wanted to when I was a kid. Like versus if we all 5 years, if y'all like 5 years younger than me, they had Dragon Ball Z on display for y'all. You understand what I'm trying to say? So the marketing behind even the explosion of different shit, like they was trying to put the parental advisory out for music when I was growing up versus like now it's drill. Drill is like the #1 fucking genre in rap. Excuse my language. And it's killing. You know what I'm saying? But that's what drill is. Drill is the kill. Now, not saying that back in the day it wasn't the kill, but you had a metric 2 that you got right now. It was poppy. But like they will pull the drill to the front. Like before they were trying to find ways to ban this joint. So even though it was out, dudes rapping about this, rapping about that, violence and all that, it was like being pulled back. Like they had bands, real like marches. Now they gonna go meet with Eric Adams in the cut.
So like,
we're gonna figure this out. It's going viral. It's a Zuvi movie.
Since you brought up drill, how do you feel about like Hot 97? Because we mentioned it, but we didn't really talk about it like that. How you feel about like Hot 97 where Drewski was like, yo, I'm not gonna play as much drill music because I feel like there's a lot of gang violence going on in the city communities. So I'm gonna chill playing drill music. And
I don't feel like that shit really makes a difference because most of like niggas like Drewski and all them, they caught onto the wave wild late anyway. Them niggas is killing on YouTube.
Yeah, the internet
going
already
crazy on YouTube regardless.
Yeah, internet composed all of that.
It's just like the real like, all right, let's try to be down, like, so we could get these spins and get this money off these
Drewski,
so nobody cares about radio anymore.
Yeah, nobody.
And like even if you go on Drewski's YouTube, he's trying to keep up with what's going on in the internet.
That nigga's doing promo.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's moving like a low budget artist. No offense to him. He's grinding. It's a business, and that's the thing about business. It's about stepping stones. We watched the Kanye doc. Everybody's going crazy right now about this.
Yeah.
So we see how many times they closed the door on Kanye's face. You know what I'm saying? And they got even to the point where it's like Wayne, he got to get to where it's like come to his defense because it's like people look like, oh, y'all shunned Kanye. No, Kanye was coming to the door 10 times. Mm-hmm. People heard that record 10 different times.
Yeah.
But it just catches on later. See, sometimes is about when shit is supposed to exist. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like some things ain't going to exist when you want it to exist. And then you got to just be there for when it is able to exist or be behind the force that can make it exist. Like you got people who, like I tell people all the time, my man Static Quo or something like that, the kid that was signed to Eminem, he's the manager of the little dude, Little Pump or Little Xan or one of them little niggas, one of them little white boys that came in the market. You know what I'm saying? But the whole point is he had a buzz. He was popping. His buzz didn't go further than what it went. He was able to market off the internet by managing this kid. So he knew the business through and throughout, and that's how he was able to come capitalize in the ending. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, you got to find your different antics. Because once you learn something, if you stick to it, it might not be right there for you. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might just have to usher the next person in and take all your knowledge and put it into them.
Yep.
And where did the wave Pack It Up come from? Like,
this is exactly where it came from, right? So it was like I made a joke. Like I think it was like 2019. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna start cutting ass on wigs, like, cause I don't know, for some reason, like girls had fucking the most confidence, but they shit was fucked up. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But girls, they don't really. I feel girls, they just hype their friends up. They don't tell their friends the truth. Mm-hmm. So a bitch could look fucked up, and they not gonna hurt their feelings because that's their friend. They be like, oh yeah, girl, you look good. No, you don't.
But why did you? why did you feel you could even be an expert in?
Because my sister did hair. So
tell the backstory. Tell the backstory.
So I know what a good wig look like. I know what a bad wig looks like. Let's promote little sis.
You got your wigology.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I knew what was going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm gonna cut ass, like, and I was doing Photoshop at the time too. So even if a girl had a bad wig, I would make her wig look good to show that I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. So wait, you would fix the hairline and the baby hair. Okay.
Yeah, all of that.
Edit in. Gotta get through your edits, man.
You see a lot of that, especially on White Plains Road. No offense. I'm Jamaican, but I'm Jamaican, but Jamaicans.
You did all that time blending the filter. You should have did an edit, man.
So now, boom. So I cut ass on some girl's wig, right? So now she's going through my pictures. She's cutting ass on my bitch. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. You feel what I'm saying?
It was beef.
Damn.
It was beef.
I'm like, I got you. So now I took all the pictures that she had on Facebook, and I put it on like a little compilation. And this is like my first voiceover cutting ass. Like, but I'm just trying to cut her ass so fast when I had nothing to say. Like, I just said, pack it up, like, just to think, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause
facts.
You know what I mean, I didn't structure it the way how I structure this shit now. You feel what I'm saying? It was just wild raw, like, you feel what I'm saying? No edits, no nothing. So, boom. So now I post a video, but everybody in the comments is just saying, yo, pack it up, 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 pack it up. So I'm like, oh, it's
now that's your thing.
That's my new
That's your thing now.
Then I got the phone call. Yo, we running with pack it up. I'm like, pack it up. All right, let's go, my boy.
They fucking with the pack it up.
Then I went live, and then everybody just kept saying that shit in the comments. Pack it up, pack it up. So I'm like, oh yeah.
And then by the end of the week, we was talking about making a book bag.
You know what I'm saying?
Making that the logo. Book bag is the logo. We packing everything up. You know what I'm saying? We got quick on it.
Niggas started sending me shit that say pack it up, all types of shit. So I'm like, oh yeah.
I love the marketing.
They know that you started it all.
Nah, but even with, it's funny with your promo. So I think one of the funniest joints I seen on your page was I know you do promo, and I guess somebody asked you for promo, and but it was the weekend of God Rest Your Brother. I know you lost your brother. God rest his soul, bro.
Oh, thank you.
And I guess you was taking like time because I guess you was dealing with, it was like the anniversary of his passing. And it was some dude named Jux, I guess, kept hitting you up.
Oh, word.
And then I saw your promo, and it was like, you was like, yo, listen to this whack ass song.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, son. He was like, here's your promo. Listen to this whack ass song. I was like, yo, son. Yo, I might have been one of the funniest moments.
And listen, that might have actually been the best promo.
It worked
because now
too,
what that did was that created that tension that people like to see.
Yeah.
Because all people want to see is negativity. To be honest. A little bit of negativity make the day go by.
Niggas started paying for that.
Word.
Paying for promos.
To say that I don't like they shit or to make it look like we
Honest opinions.
Yo.
Honest opinions.
But it's crazy. No homo. Girls do that on OnlyFans and stuff like that too. I be seeing on Twitter, girls be like, yo, like for a dick rating, like $30 DM me. I'm like, yo, son, niggas be paying for that. Paying for stuff like that.
Oh my God.
Nah,
But
for real.
not to compare the two, pause. Like,
Nah, but people will.
I was about to say, hey, yo.
But it's like, yo, the more lit that I get, the more I see that people will really pay for anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's no, and that's what I've been learning as a manager because I think that sometimes I've been shy to the instance of the internet because I come from the hustler.
Yeah.
So the hustler is not the scammer. The scammer, these niggas that's doing these outrageous, landish, crazy stuff on the internet, they come from the era of the dark web.
Yeah.
We got, you know what I'm saying? If
The black Twitter.
Yeah, if you wasn't involved, you wasn't involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's only getting younger. I'm seeing more and more younger kids because they learn how to use the stuff.
Yeah.
But like when you come from that, it's like you see somebody that's willing to go out there and do it. You just sit back and be like, wow, yo, it really works, bro. Or when you even get in, like I said, we've been invited to people's house that's like famous apart. Like, yo, come to the crib. And I'm coming as the manager. And I'm just there sitting around like, wow, we're really here.
some jokes.
We're at such and such crib.
You know what I'm saying? Over some jokes and some edits.
And they're like, yo, roll up as much weed as you want and over some jokes. niggas been rapping their whole life.
Over some jokes.
Niggas been rapping since 10 years old. Heard 30,000 mixtapes from that piff to YouTube to everything. The only thing hidden is the joke.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes you gotta, you know.
Love to laugh.
Exactly.
Likes to laugh more than they like to listen to rap, my nigga. And I figured that out real quick.
That's a fact.
And like you said, the timing, like, you know, back, you said like around 2019, that's where you like started.
And it's more organic too,
Getting
especially when you like joke about yourself. It's more organic.
Yeah,
I think that's another thing. When you throw a little sense of humor on yourself, it helps out with the organism. And in music, you don't know how organic a person is unless he's like a backpack rapper.
Kid, how was that? How was
saying?
that transition though? From going from a rapper to becoming a manager.
Well, what I learned was in this day and age, it's no transition. It's just about how many markets you want to be in. So it's like the new CEO.
Entertainer is the same.
The new CEO is a rapper.
Same game. Like.
Yeah.
The new CEO is a rapper. So the same guy who has his own little label right now, he probably was rapping, signed his homeboys and all that. That's the same as the manager. It's just about knowing when you got to take a back seat. I'm not dropping 5 projects or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not looking for that themism because once I got through a certain hurdle of life, I was like, listen, I don't know if I want to put that much money into this. To be independent as an artist takes a lot. And to kiss ass as an artist takes even more. And you know what I'm saying? As far as your pride and your integrity. So I always been on the independent artist side. Okay. So knowing that how much money it outputs to take to make these videos and you only getting 2 cents, 3 cents off streaming right now. Now back in the day, I mean still, you know, you could pump it out the truck if you want to and put a little nostalgia on it because we got NFTs and you know, that's what helped out the market now. That's why I said it's no real transition. Because the internet helped it with you could still go put something out on a DSP and never do a show. But if you do enough marketing or if you with enough good people, it'll jump.
Yeah.
They'll never even see you in a show. They'll see you on the internet in different spots. You could be doing vacations
and
here, there.
To see you at the show.
And that's the other thing too, because the internet made it where people want to live through people. If you're rapping a certain way, putting the product out, and you're actually living that lifestyle on the internet, and it is some like type of realism to it, like you got a couple of good people that's like, nah, he really lived like that. That's it.
Yeah.
You're off. You could never do a show. By the time they ask you to do Rolling Loud, you're the biggest shit in the world.
That's true.
You're the biggest shit in the world by the time they come around. They could come around 8 years later. You be like I said, right now I'm 34. You know what I'm saying? They could come around and be like, yo, we want you to do some shit. It could be however long later, and it'd be like, yo, you still rocking out. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as you got your health, you know what I'm saying? Snoop is still rocking out.
Yeah, facts.
Griselda, they just really. I mean, even though they've been rapping since they were kids. These guys
and Nas.
Yo,
Nas is still dropping projects.
I heard Benny the Butcher back in 2003 when I was going up to Buffalo to get E-pills. Let's talk about it. I was going up to Buffalo to get beans. I heard about Benny the Butcher.
Not Buffalo.
I was up in Buffalo for real because that's where it was locked. It's right there by Canada.
Yeah.
They had the beans. The beans was on fire. That's back in censor for the kids. Don't I ain't even get deep about it, but you know.
Like, is Instagram like your biggest social media site, or do you use like TikTok a lot?
I don't use TikTok at all, really.
No?
Nah.
What you waiting for?
I'm scared of the Chinese market.
It's like the way how the type of content that I put out it just don't rock on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So
and I feel like
it gets banned on Instagram.
Yeah.
So you tried it out already? And
oh yeah, I've tried. I went viral on TikTok and don't taste for shit, but
bingo. I was about to say the number's been there.
I just can't
just
move the way I want to move.
Exactly. To keep the composure up, it takes a lot. And like I said, I think because it's ran through a Chinese market,
it's
not
a
even
little
different
different
too.
It's just the way how
I be thinking, looking at all that. I'm a world person.
It's a lot more censorship.
It's like it's a lot of censorship, but the way how you have to.
But listen, key wise, it is censorship though.
The way how you have to move on TikTok, if you want to get lit, it's not a lot of original content anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a lot of let me use this sound to put this caption on it. It's not really a lot going on.
Right.
It's like voiceover.
If you go to a sound, it's a million people doing the same joke, and those are the people that's going viral. Those are the people that's hitting. So it's like, if you're not doing some shit like Jason Derulo, then you really, you feel what I'm saying? Nigga like me ain't got no business on TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok I think is like the challenge. Like I see a lot of challenges go viral on TikTok.
Unless I gotta dance for some niggas.
Because I mean, I seen you pack up Coley Ray. Right? You came for her. And she went big off of the TikTok wave. So I'm just, curious to see, like, if you were like looking to do something different.
If I have something to where I would need TikTok, I would use it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying like, oh, fuck TikTok, because I know what it's used for. Mm-hmm. So if I got something that'll fit that, like,
see, I'm about to get political kitchen too.
Bag.
I'm about to get political kitchen. You know they already be saying that they don't. That's why I was bringing it to the Chinese market, not to like throw it back to around there, but for real, like the censorship that's in Asia in that part where that I think TikTok was started. It is a lot of high censorship. Mm-hmm. Then on top of it, they was already talking about how they don't promote black people like that. Mm-hmm. Like they were saying that they promote like more Caucasian race, you know what I'm saying? Versus promoting African Americans.
We're definitely in second place.
Yeah, second place all
that's
day.
That's everywhere though.
Yeah, but you know what it is? We do first place business. A lot of our challenges, a lot of the voiceovers, a lot of those things came from us. Yeah. So it's like just like anything else, they steal and they run off with it. So you know.
Now you have a point there, because even when you talk about like the Chinese government, right? So in China, TikTok is used. What goes viral there is like, people who do a lot of educational things. So like, say
bingo.
That's what goes viral on TikTok for China. So what you see is kind of what you want to be, right? So if you see people being doctors and being fucking inventing shit on a social media and that's going viral, they push America content, quote unquote, stupid stupid stuff to go viral for society. Look at what our kids want to be. Our kids want to be TikTok stars and just do dances.
Because like I was about to say that, more tutorials.
So what they have go viral here is a lot different from over there. That's why China, and when it comes to education, everything, they're so much more advanced than us, because they grow like, if you see that's all that's popping over there is education, science. You grow up and be like, I want to be a scientist. I want education. But here it's a lot different. Everybody wants to be a YouTube star, TikTok star.
Everybody want the fame. Everybody want the fame instead of the actual structurism of building it from the hand up. And that's why I was gonna say they promote a lot of tutorials over there.
Yeah.
Like tutorialism is a big thing that's promoted over there. And that's why it's like over here they don't promote that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people don't put that out either. You're right. That's not the content that's being pushed out.
Yep. So it's just crazy to see like how that happens. But I want to bring up, because you said something about the NFTs and the way that music is, I want to say distributed, or Like,
Yeah, distribute. Yeah, it is distribute.
How y'all feel about? I know you seen. I seen you post. What did you repost? You reposted this distributing. I want to say it's a company on your page.
Rev Play, Revenue
Yes.
Play, Revenue
Yes,
Play. Yeah,
Revenue
that's
Play.
our homeboy Blaze. He started something. He's from New York, but he started something out in Atlanta. So basically, he's doing digital marketing and distribution. So he's just helping up and coming artists. You know what I'm saying, with marketing their music and getting it out to more outlets.
Because the way we
for cheap.
For a cheaper price than the other competitors.
Yeah, because it's dope because the way that we get our music is evolving still, even with Kanye's STEM.
Yes, that's beautiful. The STEM play is, but the STEM play is an evolution of what Nipsey Hussle did with the $100 mixtape.
Okay.
You did say that.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
Actually,
Dennis
I
definitely
tuned in.
said that.
I tuned in, so I'm ready for the back play. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely on how they are marketing. The difference is Kanye is who he is. So if he made $2.2 million off it, and he sold them at $200 a pop, then that means he sold 100,000 of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So 100,000 to some people might not be a big market. In this market, that's great. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. But they'll expect Kanye to do bigger numbers or something like that. But for him to get people to buy something for $200, 100,000 people is incredible.
It's crazy. 'Cause when I first seen it, I was like, too many people ain't gonna buy that. And like when I seen the numbers, I'm like, yo,
listen, 100,000 people to buy something for $200
like
to go out their way and wait for it.
Yeah.
They can't even buy it in a store on hand.
Different. The white niggas
can't even get it yet, right?
You feel what I'm saying? $200 ain't nothing. They like, nigga, throw that on the fucking, throw that in the cart right now. I need that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I think what happened with the STEM player though is they put it out and started advertising it with Donda 1. So when the first Donda came out, they advertised it. People started buying into it. So by the time Donda 2 came out, a lot of people had got their orders. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a time-consuming type of thing. Yeah. But it made sense because I think if I'm correct, I don't know if it's preloaded with Donda 1, but I definitely know it had. I know you got to download some music onto it. That's what they were talking about. Yeah. So it comes with a lot. But
that shit fire though.
Yeah, that shit is hard.
That's futuristic, man.
Especially if you
are trying to tell Kanye's not the type of person you're supposed to listen to. You feel what I'm saying? You're just supposed to see what he creates. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you listen to all the, you feel what I'm saying, the greatest inventors or whoever the case may be, we probably be thinking they crazy too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but if you got cameras all in your face and all that, oh yeah, this nigga's crazy. Nah, he's just got a lot on his mind. He's creating, my nigga. He's a different type of nigga. Like,
I tell people that all the time. I'm like, yo, would you seem crazy if every time you left your crib, there's somebody like this? You take the garbage out. Somebody like every time you do something. It's always a camera. You're gonna be tired of you after a while. You're gonna be like, fuck out my face. That's a fact.
I think that in life has scared me away from even trying to drop that push that I was saying for music. Cause like one of my homeboys, he's a promoter. He does a lot. He be with a lot of stars. He does that, and he's invited me to a bunch of stuff. And I've always been there with him. But I've always noticed like, yo, I don't know if I'm ready to deal with the headache that they deal with. Like I was with Pop Smoke a couple weeks before he died. You know what I'm saying? Around that aura and all, like they younger than me, and I'm looking at them like, yo, dang, I don't know how I would have been able to handle that at 20. You know what I'm saying? For real, like watching him as a young boy, being around him for that day and everything, and just seeing it like, yo, I don't know how I would be able to really take that on. 20 years old, all that energy, all that money, all that stress.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. You got. It's a lot.
It comes with So Barnz, I know you make music and you do comedy. For you, what's more natural?
It's like, I don't know. It's like they both go hand in hand. Like,
I was about to say that. I think for him,
like,
they're
it's like 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, a joke, I feel like a good joke is like a good bar. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just don't rhyme. Like, punchline. So it's like, yeah, for real. So it's like, the good jokes be like, oh, you as fat as a this, that, and the third. And
punchline
is the same shit. Like, oh, this, that, and the third as, or just like da 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 da. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it's the same shit.
And I ain't gonna lie, when we first talked about even me being his manager, one of the things was I looked into his YouTube and I seen the organic vibe he had off the rip, like, and it was off of both. So that was like something that, like, when we first had our first conversations, this is back in like 2015. We first started even talking about it, like, I would want you to be my manager, work together and all that. it was like, yo, bro, you got a lot of content, bro, a lot of good content. And then he was just like, just sit back for the ride, Kitchen. It only gets better. Mm-hmm. And that's what it came off as. Like, he was already doing the wig impressions and the 5 different smokers and before I even started managing.
Yeah.
So when I seen all that, I was like, yo, this guy has a lot of energy. Mm-hmm. And I just came off of managing the Cruddy gang. So it was like, that was different energy. Them kids was that was the beginning of drill. And that's when I noticed the whole drill thing. Like, okay, if I'm gonna have to deal with drill artists, then I know I gotta deal with that energy. Am I ready to deal with that energy with all of these kids that I'm having and different lifestyles? I don't know if I want to really deal with that. I'd like to go inside later.
I was gonna say, are you looking to like expand? Are you looking for like different talent? You know, with your team?
Right now I'm working with Kev Smooth. I'm working with Juggerman Glow. You know, him and Kev work together. Mm-hmm. Working with Barnz, you know, of course. And then Tim Vocals, me and him have a very close relationship, so I work with Tim. But, like, you know, it's just about really, this is my partner in crime. So I look at him as the second of the company. Like, when we came up with the name Live Money, he came up with it. When he came up with Pack It Up, or Pack It Up started working on it, we started working Pack It Up together. So it ain't like ever a thing of separation. So it's like, before I even put a dude in the mix or think about managing or even making him part of the entity, I run it by him first. You know what I'm saying? I get his thoughts on it.
Okay.
And then if his thoughts is negative, then you out the door, my man.
Yeah.
That's it. And I'm going to keep it on it. He is the biggest inspiration behind a lot of my conscious thoughts of what I'm going to do next dealing with an artist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Kevin Glow, they're my like friends from youth. So that's just brotherism. I started this thing with them. But they've been keeping their momentum. Mm-hmm. So for them to be able to keep their momentum, it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that gravitated him towards, yo, Kitchen, we could do business. I see who you work with. Mm-hmm. You're working with dudes that got momentum. Yeah. And, you know, if he says nay, it's a dub for whoever it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? And all he got to say is nay once. I ain't really, you know, we could be cool. We could be cool. But once he say pack it up, it's up and it's stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we could keep cool vibes and, you know, still work together whenever he might want to work with you. Because that's the other part, too. If it's a thing of, it don't make no sense, I ain't even going to bring it around my people. Yeah. See, the thing is about composing the right energy around your people. Yeah. And when you starting something, you want each other to feel like brothers. Like, Glow could call him for marketing on his strand of marijuana, you know what I'm saying? Or his chips or his whatever brand he got going on. Kev, same thing. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but love.
Because at the end of the day, it's like this. It's like, you don't want to have to teach nobody how to walk. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you're going to be down with us, it's not, because we not really like a team.
We a little bit past the artist development.
Yeah, we a team of niggas that do shit by themselves. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if you can't do shit for yourself, it's like, yo, we can't fuck with you.
No,
like,
no micromanaging over there.
Now, like if you young and we see that spark of potential, especially like a nice kid 17 out here, and we see that he need those tools to grow, and we kind of got the tools to pull it in. He's listening. See, everything's about listening too. It's only but so much you want to try to take the time on somebody listening, because listening is a hard thing to learn.
You gotta be coachable.
Oh my God, it takes forever to learn how to listen. You know what I'm saying? We can hear stuff, but we talking about really listening and following directions. So that's the other part too. It's hard to get people who can follow directions. Like, I deal with my little cousin out in North Carolina too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm helping his career blow up. But I tell him all the time, like, yo, you just gotta follow directions. God bless his soul, my little man died, Shamik, Big Low from Locust Hill.
I know exactly.
He just came to my crib for advice. Me and him sat down, had a good time, sat him down for 48 hours. Same thing I told him. Yo, bro, you have the potential. The music is great. You gotta listen. You around the right people and all that. But if you don't slow down sometimes and listen and stop rushing so much, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I be saying about the world, the drillism, is sometimes with the whole, it's like you gotta be the tough guy too to make it pop a little bit. Yeah. The funny guys make it pop, but they try to rush the funny guys out, I feel like. Like, if you don't keep that consistency, they'll rush the funny guy right out the door. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why I'd rather tell jokes, too, because you don't have to keep up a certain persona when you're telling jokes, because the more real that you are, the more people like you. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like, when you're doing rap, the more that you fronting, the more niggas like you. You feel what I'm saying? Yep. Until you're proven to be a wing.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and look, and that's
a real Yonkers shit.
Trey Wing. And that's what. But listen, that's what I had to learn from the gravitation from the Cruddy gang to managing him. Once he asked me to even be involved, it was like that's a no-brainer because I don't have to deal with the energy I just dealt with for a whole year.
Yeah.
These little kids rob banks and shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, they was shooting girls. I know girls got shot. Like, and then in that faculty, I didn't have my little man. You know, I'm gonna put his name out, but he's working at the time in the city. He's like, yo, bro, they got you and Kev up there, and I know you and Kev ain't even knowing that type of energy. You and Kev is chilling. Y'all making music and rapping them because y'all from the same area. But they got me and Kev almost attached to this shit. And I'm like, Kev, you got to take 5 steps back. I'm going to take 5 steps back. And that's what we had to end up doing because when it all crumbled, it was over. Yeah. It took everything. It took everybody. The momentum, the energy. And now that has spawned into 300 and I stay away.
Yeah.
I don't want that energy no more. That energy is different. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of energy. Violence is different.
Yeah. Even when I had come up here, he was like, yo, what attracted me to just being part of Live Money, he was like, yo, bro, the fact that he said that it is no bullshit. He said they work. He said it's we push each other. And he was like, yo, he said, yo, we have a, I want to say camaraderie. Like it's we don't have to force each other to get up and work. He said, bro, I used to deal with people where like I'll go to the studio with them. He said they're paying for studio time to drink and smoke and just chill and be around.
Big fact.
Yo, I'll tell niggas, yo, don't even write in the studio. Why would you come to the studio on paid time and write? Write that shit before you get here.
Write that shit
and
at
if
the
you
crib.
about to write, you might as well go up there and freestyle.
Or at least have your first 8 bars
like,
together. At least have your first 8 bars work where you know like
listen,
it ain't nothing to put the other 8 together.
I don't like niggas that waste time in the stew because, yo, we here now. All of that shit is preparation. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Don't be cutting up onions when niggas supposed to be cooking.
And that's another thing too. When you around us, that's the energy. Even if you featuring on some shit or we working together, that's the energy you're gonna get. Like, and a lot of it is shout out to my man KJ. You know what I'm saying? I have my man KJ involved, so he's the producer. So that's the glue. We got somebody here making beats, and he engineers. So it made it so much easier to kind of gravitate the business around him too. So it was like him and Barnz was already hand-to-hand linked in. That's how I met Barnz. So then from there, it was like, okay, I'm doing studio sessions with this guy. Why not just build him his own studio? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And manage the hottest thing moving anyway, I feel like in the town. You feel me? I mean, besides 300, like I said, which is built up off of violence, no offense, I love my little bros, but that is what it is. That's the energy that they have now produced and surrounded around themselves. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. But that's how I think about it. It's like, nah, it made the best sense in the world. KJ got good beats. He's already worked with people in the industry. Barnz already has the talent. He's already getting the looks. He's getting certain traffic. Once I seen those two things, okay, now all I gotta do is see if the rest of the gang, Kev and them, yo, y'all agree? They agree. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, that's who I was running things by too. You know what I'm saying? I still run things by them. Because it is a whole thing. But definitely, I know if he say it quicker, I already know what they going to say. 9 times out of 10, they going to be like, nah, that shit's dirt. We ain't fucking with it. Barnz said, nah, we good. So we all be on that same wave. Like, because he mapped the algorithm. He learned how to map the algorithm out of all of us. I've watched 5 pages get sniped. And each of them, every time he come back, still get 10 to 15,000 followers each time. And that showed me something that this is all organic. We ain't paying for, I've never paid for a follower.
Yeah.
I know he's never paid for followers. So unless somebody's doing it from their own kindness of their heart and they want to spend their money on paying for followers, we ain't never paid for no followers.
Yeah. And I can tell because first of all, he gets the comments. It's the same amount of likes every time. You can see when somebody's
the
paying.
Feedback, and that's what I'm saying. That once I seen that traffic over 5 different pages, like the biggest page got to like 80, 90,000 views, followers.
Yeah.
Once I seen it get to 90,000 followers and they sniped us down, he was like, okay, don't worry about it. We're going to build it again. The next one I think they sniped down was like 25. Then it just was like, yo, this is a regular. Right now I think we up to like 15, 18. And I'll say we because, you know, I look at it as a manager. Like, yo, and I share it and I make sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying. When I think the first page is the one that I came across. And I was like, yo, he got 90K from Yonkers. I was like, and yo, it's organic, good, yo, funny funny comedy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's dope to see somebody from the town with such talent, and it's being shown. You know what I'm saying?
But on the low, we rap better than niggas too. Like no, consumer wise, niggas is dirt. Like it's no if there's a but. It's a lot of trying going on versus like that came out good. Like mixing and mastering and putting the time in to make sure the music sounds a certain way. That Kanye, that real vibe that you see. This ain't just we went in the studio like you said, drunk and high, and we try to come up with something. And no, this is really sitting down and putting that in there for hours the right way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Getting the verse done and then actually sitting down and mix it down, or getting the whole 2 or 3 songs done and then going back to get the playback, the mix, the feedback. Yo, I want this to sound like this. I want the ad-libs to sound like this. I want this to stick out. I want to drop right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it goes back into all of that. Like I be listening to a lot of people. They dirt.
Can you name them? Can you name them?
I love my towns, and I believe there's room for growth because at one point, you know what? I was dirt. And by the time I probably got to Barnz, I had already been rapping by like 10 years.
But ain't that what people need though, to hear like somebody tell them, yo, you whack, and to humble them and let them know, like, yo, you
I ain't gonna front. I tell niggas they whack, but they don't believe me. I'll be right in the studio session. I'll tell niggas, like, I'm very honest, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, this is trash. Like,
or you know another thing we do is we take over sessions. Like, if it's dirt, we come in and we might take over your session.
Yeah, nah, if it's that dirt, we gonna take you out the booth and be like, yo, bro,
sit you down.
I'm trying to be first lady. I already got my bars, you know. Honey on the track, you know what I'm saying?
You got 16 ready? Let's go. You got 12? You got an 8? You got something? A 4? A 4-bar hook or something? I got you. I'm gonna send you my little mixtape and all that. Are you willing to sell sex? Or are you going conscious? Where we going?
Erykah Badu or light skin Keisha?
Erykah Badu ran butt naked. What we doing? Let me have a win.
I'm doing a new wave of things. I'm doing a little new wave of things.
What's the wave?
I don't know, but
I'm gonna let you come up with your marketing strategies. But it's like anything else. Half the battle is marketing. So like we just said, it's easy to sell Kev because Kev went to college and he played ball and he's outside. So he'll be around 25 million gangsters and still go play a basketball game and go to a college. You know what I'm saying? Barnz is easy to sell because he doesn't care. And beyond him not caring, he actually is going to come out and be like approachable. Yeah. Like you can have a conversation with him. And it's going to be a good conversation. And Glow, he going to sell because he got product. He's a product placement man. He's more of like, I got weed, chips, clothes, what you want? Yeah. So each person, you learn people, and it's about who gonna sell. So that's the biggest thing about a woman. That. Women have to have that themism of selling, and because a woman thinks so much. You know what I'm saying? I don't put no stigmatism on any women here. We're here for love.
Here we go.
But no, listen, women think a lot more than men. Yeah. Like men are cut, paste, dry. Even like him, like with his art and all that stuff, it's not like once he started showing me stuff, we could teach each other stuff without it being so complex. Yeah. A woman, like I told my fiance last night, a woman plan, then execute. A man goes in, as long as you got the heart, that's how men move. Yeah. You got the heart, I'm in there. Yeah. I'm brave today. And then the rest of it comes off the tongue. Now you got to have good, what they say, slick talking. You got to have good slick talk from there. You know what I'm saying? Once you got the heart, the slick talk it's going to be quick. Yeah. And now, like he said, like he had the heart, a chick started coming at him and his chick. This is after him going through anything. He had the heart to still go back up there, had a quick slick talk. This is about men execute with heart without so much planning. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then it comes back to once we execute with the heart and we see what it grows to, then we start to plan it. Yeah. You know what? Damn, I could put this around it. I could put that around it. A woman already planned that.
Well, I don't know if I'm ready to rap, but
I mean, you're doing good at potting.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got the good I don't know if I'm ready to rap, but I like to see a first lady in every type of establishment. So
we be looking for one, but
Sometimes they be dirt.
They be dirt.
Sometimes they be dirt.
I got five baby mothers. I got 5 baby mothers. Listen, I got 5 baby mothers, and they weren't my only 5 girlfriends in life. Like I've been with a multitude of women to know enough. I got 7 kids. I'm raising 2 daughters. So I'm around 5 little boys. I'm around the energy to see the different type of energy. I got friends. I got women friends. I got family. Women are a tough battle when it comes to criticism. See, a woman wants to be critiqued in a certain light, and anything short of that, even if she's acting like she's okay with it, she really hates your guts. And you're a piece of,
is that what you learned?
What have I learned? It's been keeping me stable. I have no child support. I have all these kids and no child support. I had to understand the mode of, yo, I can't force this person to do this. Even if I'm talking about, yo, we gonna make this money, we gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. If that girl don't wanna get up and make that money, we ain't making no money.
Bro.
If she want to be a headache and I go outside to go try to make some money, I got to find a way to ignore her and block her out for the whole entire day so I could be sustainable to make some money and be growthful. Because then what happens is they try to stagnate the growth, and now you're stuck in a medium of I'm arguing. Now you're going back and forth, and that's taking your energy from what you really need to be focused on.
Your time.
Stay with
your
your
time,
chuz.
energy, focus point. Your
Stay
focus
with your
point.
chuz.
Yeah, it's not. It's your cues. Your cues ain't on. You like, yo, what's going on? For real, you sitting in the crib, then you cracking your mind time like, yo, why is it not working? And it's not working because sis is in the background like, you piece of shit ass nigga. Even when you 200 miles away, really doing work. You ain't even seen a chick yet. She's still saying, I don't know what her name is, but.
Yeah,
so once you
whatever
get that,
bitch you with right now, like, look, you
it
ain't
goes
even
back to
know that.
relationships. Once you get that understanding and that trust.
Y'all not gonna get me started on that.
What?
We get you started.
No, it's trust. It's trust. and she's right because men haven't lived up to the best trust standards. We go back to men, period.
It has to do with
now,
that.
I'm not saying women
security.
are innocent, but at the same token, I feel like we feed the few.
Nah, it's not even that. I feel like, listen, if you...
Y'all set the vibe.
No, look.
It's like my man Kanye said, man, Adam gave his rib. He couldn't be a black nigga. A black nigga, but he never gave his rib.
If you say you a brolic ass nigga, right? And you're shorty fat. And you telling your shorty, yo, every day,
I've been here.
I'm going to go work out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to be back in 3 hours. She don't never work out, so she won't never understand that. Like, she be like, oh, well, whatever bitch you with right now, it's like, you feel what I'm saying? You gotta fuck with somebody that know what you dealing with.
And I go back to go back to friendships too. The friendships that's around, because when women get together and they start gassing each other, it gets different. It gets different.
I think that's a
that's
little different though. That has to do with
but that's dealing with bitches that
self-confidence.
fuck with bitches that don't do nothing.
But that's self-confidence. That's why I said it's just about
and
the energy.
insecurities. That has to do with insecurities.
It's hard to.
And men have those too.
Oh
a
no,
lot.
men are dwelled by batteries.
Okay.
That's why they have gangs.
That's the thing. But it's like
that's how gangs started.
Like a nigga
bunch
like
of men
me,
being like bored.
I will cheat on a girl with my time.
Gotta figure it out.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I will edit before I'll fuck with you. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm right here with you.
Yeah.
So a bitch might feel like
repeat that.
Like I might edit a video before I fuck with a bitch. So a bitch might be like, "Oh, you not talking to me because you fuck with a bitch?" Nah, you just don't understand that I'm investing time in myself. You don't understand that because you don't invest time in yourself. You invest time in other people. You worry about what other people doing. Like. So you don't understand what the fuck I'm doing right now. All you feel is I'm not putting my time into you, so I'm cheating on you.
This is.
Yo.
So.
We above.
We
above right
if you're
now.
not
We
fucking with a
above.
bitch,
We elevated right now.
Invest time in herself to avoid people that talk about other people.
Yeah.
You always gonna be miserable.
Yeah, but those are the people you choosing to be with.
But that's what I go back to. That's why I say it's all
be
about.
I don't think it's just women in general.
But you know what I've learned?
Nah, but I'm a man, so I'm saying it from
the woman that you dealt with.
No. I'm just saying it could be vice versa. Like
no, we talk about perspectives. Period.
Yeah, so it's like
around,
if you a girl that invests time on herself, like yo, listen, I want to edit these videos or I want to paint this picture. Your nigga's like, well, whatever, bitch. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Just stay with that nigga. He don't understand investing time in himself. Like, so he's not gonna respect you investing time in yourself.
And sometimes like the opposites.
It could be.
It's opposite. Because if we
saying,
go back to now in this generation, because we have more people expressing themselves differently, it's a different way. So you got some women who are in heterosexual relationships that's tougher than the guys. And it's okay to that. You got that. But then sometimes if that guy might have a sense of humor or a look or whatever, she might be drowning him. You You know what I'm saying? Versus the same thing. A woman, she might be beautiful, and we've been having that for years too with domestic violence and everything. Where a man will try to hold a woman back. So it's not a thing of who does what or what happens. It's just sometimes we have different minds. The minds are different. A woman's body is different. A woman's mind is different. The way that we pick up on stuff as men and the way y'all pick up on stuff as hawks. Hawks? Let's get that right.
All right, dogs.
No, what I mean by like women, because they try to, it's just like, what I mean by hawk is just like that hawk eye, like that. I pinpointed that already.
Yeah.
It ain't, you know what I'm saying? If a woman wanna overlook something, it's because she chose to.
Yeah, it's like they want to catch.
It's choice. It's a choice.
They always want to catch you.
Men be blind.
And men just have dog instincts.
Men be blind because they are
Some
dogs.
very
Men be blind because they are dogs. They only smell with their nose. Just like a dog, he's colorblind. All he doing is using his nose. He's in the. Oh, let me sniff that out.
Oh yeah.
That sound like smell good over there. Let me go roll over.
I bet.
But once you find the right home.
What happened?
No, it takes time.
We ask that every episode.
Once you find the right home and you get the right home and you feel that love and the aura and the vibe, home is where the heart is at. You gonna be home. Trip been home for years, man. Trip been home for years. Trip been home.
You been home for years?
He know it.
He already home. You heard? He said, "Y'all ain't gonna take my diamond in the rough." I'm like, no. You gotta, that's it.
You did exactly right, because I know somebody going through this right now who's dream chasing, and the person they with isn't really motivated, and they like every time they're like, every time I come home, it's an issue. It's where you been at? What you doing? He's like, I'm working. I'm chasing my dream. Like, why you at like this night shooting this video? And he's like, bro, like I'm working. Like you become more of a.
It's not that many rooms to cheat in the studio. That's why I had to start telling my girl, like, you're looking for too much. You're looking for it. You're trying to fill it out. You're trying to throw the net.
You're just blowing my shit.
Yeah.
You're just blowing my shit. Pack it up. Tell her, pack it up.
You gotta relax. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
That's when you say that, right? Tell her, pack it up.
And another thing is, too, it's about exploiting that kind of, like, I see him try to do it a lot, too. Like, bringing your mate into your lifestyle.
Right.
Like, I watch him do it. I can't really do it. It's hard because I don't like to explain.
Yeah,
I'm a Pisces. It's like if you're not with the flow, then you don't understand it, so you need to sit the fuck back. We got
but
this.
look, I ain't gonna find out
Enjoy what you're here for.
They don't do nothing but get jealous.
And I was gonna say that next. Now they get a little bit of clout.
Even if you involve them.
Yeah, check it. He involves them. They get their little bit of clout, and they see how the clout work. And because they're women, they figure out, this is how you use your clout.
Yeah, because look,
they're
it might be a shorty
they're in
like
my
you
DM now.
doing the interview, and they in the back watching. You know what I'm saying? All they see is whatever interaction we have. They don't even see all of this good shit that's going on. They just see, a girl is in his face and she look better than me, or whatever the case may be.
That's
you know
it.
what I'm saying? It's just like,
That's it. And then, like I said, if you involve them and you put them in the lens, and now they on the joint going viral with you, now they getting the same DMs and all that. So it's like that becomes an argument because they try to scope the point.
Getting hype about
they start getting hype about themselves.
Yeah.
But it goes back to the same thing.
You ain't got nothing going on. I see.
But it goes back to the same thing of that's the same way that some men move when their women go viral. And that's why I was going to get to the point. Like, I don't want to be a man seeming misogynistic or.
No, I get that. A lot of women have those tendencies.
Yes. And a lot of dudes wasn't raised with their dads. It goes. A man has to teach a man. A man has to teach a man, and I say that because Rose, he's a dude who had his dad around. A man got to teach a man.
Or you get lucky. You get lucky with a strong mom.
Now you get lucky with a strong mom. I was gonna say that next. But even then, you might have to go through a couple of more obstacles that another person might not have to go through if they had their dad around.
Yeah, because even if you do have your dad around and he's not that type of man.
I mean, your dad is a loser. You just learn how to not be a loser. You just learn how not to be. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes that grows some dudes to learn. Like, I don't want to be a loser like this guy.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like
he was there.
You know, either way, it's motivation.
You don't know what a loser look like, and you just become a loser. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, either you gonna and then either at that point, once you see the loser, either you gonna follow in his footsteps or rise above it.
Yeah, because that's happened to me. Like in my past relationships and stuff like that. Like I used to be on radio. I used to promote parties, all types of stuff. And and the men that I was dealing with, like they would be like that. Like,
you just want to shake ass. You just want to be
like what you mean?
Well,
like,
I didn't shake my ass. But,
you
just want to be outside. You want to go.
But that goes back to an insecurity of a woman growing a more clout based, because now fame is money. So the more clout that you're growing, people look at it as like, yo, damn, she got more people involved with her. Yeah. So
you know Kitchen? Like, how you know him?
It's like you become the breadwinner now. You know what I'm saying? Because you have more algorithm. Now you're the breadwinner, and he's looking at it like you're weakening him.
Yeah.
And men go through that.
That's crazy.
It's like, this is the
men
thing.
Go through that.
If a female wants to get lit, now I mean, she has to be in the presence of a lot of niggas. You have to be next to a lot of lit niggas if you want to come up as lit. As a
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So some niggas can't handle that. You feel what I'm saying? Compared to a nigga getting lit, you don't really gotta be around bitches. Bitches want to be around you. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
You could kind of bring the energy with enough
it's like,
other lit dudes.
That's why
y'all can make something go viral.
Like, damn, like she gotta be around all these niggas that's more lit than me. You feel what I'm saying? And then the bitches looking at it like, yo, damn, like all these bitches want to be on my nigga's dick. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if they not lit and they don't understand and don't give a fuck about all of that shit, you just always gonna have a problem.
And you gotta, and it goes back to picking your partner too, because like depending on the type of standards you live by, like some people might be in this world right now. We face with surgeries. It's the surgery world. BBLs.
Oh God, we're not gonna get into.
You know what I'm saying? So now you gotta fight against
I
that.
went to DR last week.
I'm about to say, you got one?
I went to DR last week.
Yo,
you ain't got
nah.
You ain't.
Yo, she tried.
Why you not wearing what was it? The fufa? Faja. Why you got your faja on? You got the fufa removed and you ain't wear the faja.
I couldn't breathe this morning.
Where's the faja?
Yo,
I missed my pillow too.
She tried to say it and tell us that getting your body done was hard work, and I was like, yo,
hard work.
Hard work.
Yeah.
No.
Hard work saving that money.
See, men won't understand.
No, I'm gonna be 1,000. I'm gonna be 1,000. So look,
that is a lot. That's a lot of work.
I'm gonna be 1,000.
I'm just saying the maintenance and everything that goes into that.
My girl got her breast done.
You know, it's hard work working out. That's hard work.
I've been there through both procedures.
Isn't it a lot? It's a lot that goes into that. A lot ain't
the word. Tummy tuck is the worst. Tummy tuck is like some whole different.
I'm glad he understands.
Yo, listen, if you a man and you love your shorty,
that's a choice.
Unless she on some shit like, all right, my girlfriend is gonna help me for sure, and you're the guy who's supposed to be involved. If you paying for this stuff and you really are involved, you're going to go be hands on. That means that you seen all the graphic stuff. Yo, the heal up from a tummy tuck is different.
Nah, it's nasty.
Exactly.
I mean, it's
different.
crazy.
You're draining blood.
I agree with Barnz. It's hard.
Wow.
To me, it's easier to go to the gym for 30 minutes a day than to get my body done. And that's all I was explaining. Like, it goes into a lot. You gotta get massages. You gotta wear that faja. I hate that shit.
And then you gotta get massages, wear faja, diet right. After you diet right.
Sit on the pillow. Lay a certain way. You can't fuck.
And you still gotta work.
Exactly. So on top of that,
you work out and maintain it. Guess what it's going to
gotta
look
keep
like?
a diet.
You're supposed to do, but bitches don't
work out and maintain it.
But if they don't, then they right back. They right back getting some lipo.
Honey, I know girls who got their body done 4 times already. I'm like, yo, you know why?
That's a lot.
Because you refuse to work out.
You refuse
to go to the
Listen, I'm going to tell you as a man.
And we're not bashing women.
No. This is not certain. Like I said, listen.
At all.
Soon as
we're not jacking all that. Like we not praising y'all.
He lying. My fiance had surgery. So
we not praising y'all.
But
we not bashing y'all, but we not praising.
No, we not praising it neither. No. Because listen, when my fiance got the surgeries, I understood why she did what she did. You know, certain people, whatever.
Right.
But more to the topic is, when she did do the surgeries, I was big on her diet. Like, I was there to support the rest of the work. Like, yo, you got to get up. You got to maintain it. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You can't be eating after 12. You can't do this. Or if you are going to eat at 12, it has to be very light.
Exactly.
Like, just being very smart about it, because at the end of the day, it's about support.
Yep.
So people going out here to do all of this stuff, you need the support behind it.
That was about your investment. You invested in that. So you was taking care of your
Oh, he packed you up.
Listen.
He packed you up or not? He packed you up or not?
Hold on. Let's get this back. Let's rewind it. T-Rose, you know already. A relationship is an investment. And if you don't treat your relationship right, like a good investment, I promise you, that's why y'all are domestic. The toxic relationship started from bad investment.
I agree.
You made a bad investment with somebody who didn't care about themselves, and now you're toxic. And the toxicity is spreading between generations. So instead of you guys nipping it in the butt at one generation, we have 4 generations of toxic.
Oh, damn.
We could go back. I'm revolutionary.
Yeah,
See, I'm revolutionary. My kid is 18. He got his own business. It's called Dollar Sign Me. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that. I like
my
that.
kid got his own little. He got his own clothing. We not even call it little because they got a store. His mom is invested in him. Dollar Sign Me.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? He's about to graduate high school this year. He's in the 12th grade. We thought it was going to be a football dream. We're not exiting it out, but you know, football, I don't really see it to the forefront for him. Mm-hmm. I see him now wanting to be a businessman. When I talk to him, it's more about Bitcoins and stocks.
Nowadays, that's what it is.
About NFL and draft and all that. And one of my little cousins just got a scholarship. NFL, and I was talking to him about it. I was like, yo, you know how you feel? Like, he was like, yo, none, I got a store. He got a scholarship, I got a store.
Yo, I like that.
I like that. That's vibes.
That kid, you know about that kid that made Spurgo?
Yeah.
And then he sold it. He got like a big investment.
Yeah. I know exactly what
you're talking about. Yo, that's what we're working.
Straight out of Philly, right?
Yo, when he said it like that, I shut up. Right there as a dad. I went and came
he's
here
not even 18, that kid.
Not even 18. Look, my son's not even 18. So that's what I'm saying. He said like, yo, dad, I love a scholarship. I do want to go to college for some business classes and things to learn some more stuff. He said, but other than that, I'm not worried about no athletic scholarship. Yeah. I'm more worried about building my business and being able to use my mind for the future.
See, and that,
you gotta love it. Though.
I love that because I feel like when we were coming up, I don't think our parents really preached ownership. Like I feel like my parents taught me they wanted education. And
it was harder to own.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was harder to own as black people.
See, they wasn't taught no ownership.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm not gonna say that neither. I'm not gonna say that neither because being from Yonkers, my uncle used to own which is Jeremy's store on Warburton. Right across the street from Cottage. Mm-hmm. My uncle used to own that. It used to be a nightclub called Brown Eyes.
Okay.
For years. And my grandfather, they owned a bar right down the street from that. My other uncle owned the candy store that's now an Ox store.
Nah, niggas knew about it, but it just wasn't taught as, it wasn't like how niggas now, little niggas that don't even care about NFT, they know about NFT. But niggas that don't care about Bitcoin, they know about Bitcoin.
But it's the drug ratio. See, the drugs was just a different prominent wave. What they did was they exploited us with the crack cocaine era. So that era that's supposed to actually go on to our era, which is our parents, they got exploited with the crack cocaine era. So the knowledge that they got from their parents, which is our grandparents, didn't stick well. Because either you wanted to be a drug dealer or you were an addict.
Right.
So that was the choice of prominency.
Yeah.
So it was no businesses being legalized involved. It wasn't that same route of I'm gonna go be hands-on with this. It was, yo, this nigga's making 60,000 standing at the corner store. Yo, they got the jukebox jumping. Yo, they got this jumping. Yeah, so now if you feel like I can make 60,000 in a night, why work hard and make 60,000 in 3 months?
That's true. Yeah.
See, so that's what happened in business. Now, being what my brother was saying, now that we're back to the market of socialism and digitalization, we are seeing it where you can exploit yourself and you don't gotta really have those markets where people are blocking you. You can just put it out there. As long as you put it out there and you got good energy behind it and you're consistent, somebody's gonna rock with it.
Right.
Somebody gonna pick it up and say, yo, I like that.
Yeah, your audience gonna find you.
Exactly. Your audience is going to start building itself. And that's why, like I was telling you, you don't even got to really ever rock a show. Like back in the day, to be an artist, you had to do the chitlin circuit and all of that. Now you got to just be viral. Yeah. You go viral a bunch of times, they could never have seen you perform before once in their life. And you are already that dude. Whoever you want to come holler at you, the labels and all that, they holler at you. Yeah. Everything from Little Nas X to Slim Jesus. Yeah, we've seen it, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like the talent don't really work no more. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's like if you got talent, it's like you have to have, you feel what I'm saying, a fan base behind it. Because it's not like they're gonna work with you because you got talent. Like, okay. And I feel no talent, I feel like if you got the fan base, they gonna take you. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
And I feel like what it is too, that once you get the fan base, you have to learn how to build a talent. Like if you didn't come in on talent, you have to learn how to build a talent, whether it's talking or whatever you got to do. That becomes a talent.
Right.
You're working harder. You like anybody that's gone viral, if they didn't have nothing else behind them, if they wasn't doing nothing else before that and they went viral, they had to learn and pick up with the pace, you know what I'm saying, of anything else. So it goes back to that mechanism of, like you were saying, it's not artist development no more. It's if you go viral, then we'll develop you. You went viral, okay, we like that. Let's develop this guy.
Okay.
Hard work beats talent when talent don't work.
Yeah,
I like this.
Bingo.
I like this. This Pisces and Taurus energy, like this is a very informative.
Yo, when I watched the show
podcast.
the first time, I knew you was a Taurus. I said, yo, they vibe is real
Also,
good.
like, how you knew?
Cause it's the vibe. You got a good smile like Barnz. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Give my brother a compliment. See that? Compliment your friends. You feel me? All of us got good smile. Look
I
at
like
that. Our
that.
people care about us. Good dental care. You gotta care about
Yes,
yourself.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I wanna ask y'all this last question for both of y'all. What's the toughest thing y'all rose above to get to the point where y'all at right now?
For me, because I'm different than him, the streets. Okay. Like I said, I'm a little bit older than you, than everybody who's hosting or everybody who's in the room. So like, the streets was a thing. Like being the streets was actually a marketing tool. Like that was the thing. Like so now to see like, you don't really gotta be in the streets to pop. Now I'm not saying the streets don't still pop. They do, but you really don't. So it's like that overcoming the thought of, yo, I really don't gotta sell drugs no more to make some money. Like drugs was at one point like a good outlet if the job wasn't working. It wasn't a thing of, yo, I could go and come up with something and really push it out unless you was willing to go put the man hours and be able to take that consideration and disappointment. Because disappointment is a big thing to get over too. And that's what I think the internet has sheltered a lot of people from. The disappointment is different. It's through comments. Right. See, disappointment to your face hurts you 10 times more than disappointment through a comment.
Hell yeah.
You could disappoint a person through a comment, they're gonna still talk their shit because you 100 million miles away. It doesn't matter to them.
Yeah.
But when you disappoint somebody to their face, that was a different market. So I think a lot of little dudes, when they be like, the best rappers are the guys who didn't have as much starism or power to light up the room. It's the truth.
Yeah.
Because now you could go ahead and just be a great artist. If you got 100 songs and somebody likes you, Barnz could be the promoter behind it. Yo, rock with my man, rock with my man. He's willing to go out and go viral and do all this other stuff. He can put his man on now. Yo, rock my man, rock with my man, rock, and people will rock with it. Versus his man having to go out to those music conferences and, you know what I'm saying? So I think that street mentality of having to stay glued to the streets for me is what I had to rise above, like to say, okay, you know what? I'm a good businessman. I don't need the streets. And also the stipulation behind college. You don't need college. Like that wasn't a thing pumped. So I know definitely from my generation, which y'all are still kind of part of, it was pumped that you need college. And it's not that you need college, you need education.
Yeah.
You need to be consistently learning. Yeah. And it doesn't take a monetary value to learn. So I think that push of, you know, it's good if you want to stay in the socialism of like a boys, girls club and it's like, yo, I went to Clark or I went to Hampton or I went to this place. Yeah. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For that prestigiousness. Yeah. But you could also be the guy who never stepped foot on the college campus until you started selling your product or rocking out or until they started inviting you and be bigger than the actual college student there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it takes great minds. So you need people that's willing to make those sacrifices too. So you just learn that you got to run with your own obstacle. And as long as you don't, as black people, definitely, as long as we take the street element out of it, we can rise above anything.
I mean, I don't even really think you got to take the street element out of it, though. You know what I'm saying? But
well, what I mean is the narcotic, the negativity. So when I say street element, I don't mean the graphics that you learned about how to hustle and grind out the streets. I mean taking that element of I gotta sell a pack to survive, or I gotta rob somebody, or niggas living like every day somebody gonna drill them just to kind of make a hot record. Like I gotta start a beef, or you gotta be with the activity, and it's like you don't gotta be with the negative activity.
You gotta use the same marketing.
You don't gotta use the streets negativity.
Let's
say, let me word it better. The streets negativity that is not necessary as they make it seem anymore.
It's just a different product.
Yeah, it's a different way to market the product. Either it's easier.
The hardest for me was, it's like, okay, like when everybody's trying to be gangster and all of this to say like, all right, boom, let me start doing skits and jokes and videos, because it's like, you know, like now everybody's open to it because everybody's used to seeing that shit. But you know what I mean, to be like one of the few niggas from town doing it, and it's like I'm not from Yonkers, or you feel what I'm saying. I don't got cousins like a million cousins like most niggas in Yonkers.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm really coming from ground zero, like you know what I'm saying. So it's like everything that I'm doing is just like yo. I mean, I had to approach it differently compared to somebody like from Slow Bomb that drops a song or get something done. They got a million people that's already there on standby ready to listen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to do it. Like, how could I get 5 people to listen? How could I get 5 people to watch? You know what I'm saying? And turn that 5 into 10 and all that shit. So it was like, that was kind of the hardest part for me. Like, just trying to map out how niggas is going to engage with my shit. Like, and then after that, like, once they started to engage, the hardest part was, how could I, like, you know what I mean? How can I put a proper price on it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to where I'm not underselling it or overselling it. You know what I'm saying? Because I still want people to fuck with me. I don't want my price to be bougie enough to where people feel like they can't reach me. Like,
yeah.
But I don't want to undersell it to where it's like I'm overworking myself.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So those are just kind of the hardest parts for me. Like, but other than that, it's smooth sailing.
Yo, I appreciate y'all coming. And I feel exactly what you said, because it's like when you're not selling a quote unquote product, it's like, yo, what's my sell value?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Price, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your self-worth is key. Self-worth is key.
Price going up.
You know what I'm saying? Know your price points, know your self-worth, and know that content is value. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Straight up.
So, yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through. Tell the people where they can find y'all on Instagram, YouTube, anywhere.
You know what I'm saying? You can find me at Mr. Pack It Up himself, Mr.PackitUp himself on Instagram. I got a backup page, packitup.uncut. I have an art page, packitup.art. You can find me on Facebook, Barnz Nick. You can find me on Twitter at Barnz Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can check my music out, Barnz Bossman. Yeah, I'm everywhere.
Most of my promotion go through him, but on Instagram, I'm Suge_baby_Combs. You know what I'm saying? The greats. You know what I'm saying?
All the greats in one.
All the greats in one.
Okay, I'm about to say
I'll show
under.
y'all something different. And Facebook is Cocina, KS Estufa, which means kitchen stove in Spanish. You know what I'm saying?
You speak a
We're
little
going bilingual.
Spanish?
We're trying to get the whole market. We want everything. And on YouTube, it's KS The Kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I got music videos, got content.
Yeah, just Google us, man.
Yeah.
You just take in Mr. Pack It Up yourself.
KS The Kitchen, you'll find me. THE, like regular The Kitchen.
not
duh.
duh.
Not duh. I like the duh. I've been seeing a lot of people use it. Benny the Butcher. I like all that.
Yeah.
Draco the Ruler.
Yeah.
Yeah, come up. Let's do it.
Y'all, appreciate y'all. We signing off. Make sure I hit the subscribe button, share, like. We off this.
And thank you for inviting us.
Nah, no doubt. Thanks for coming through.
Yeah, that was nice.